Right now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the controversy, because what happened with Arduino actually is there's a bit of a break in the people that kind of founded Arduino. And we should say maybe a little bit of background here about Arduino. It was really founded by some folks that wanted to blend kind of the artistic creativity side of things, make things a little bit easier for people to create things using electronics. And so they developed their own IDE, they developed their own board, which uses the generically, at least in most cases, uses the Atmel line of chips, and then it kind of exploded from there. Now there's boards that you can get that support Intel chips and other chips. But it started with the Atmel chipset, the 18 mega chipset. And they really wanted to make it easier for people to create things. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that they're Italian, but they were really into this creative aspect of designing things with electronics. And so they made a really easy IDE and published that. And like we've already talked about, they published their designs, their specs, the PCB specs, as well as a lot of the other stuff that they had. It was basically all open, and they wanted people to create things with this new device. And they had a lot of success. But then just a while back, about a little over a year ago, there was a little bit of a split in the leadership. And I don't pretend to be an expert, so you're welcome to correct me where I'm wrong here. But basically what happened was there was one group wanted to basically continue to give these specs out and let people build clones in other countries. And there were some trademark issues there where they had some legal requirements. And then another group said, no, 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 we want to keep this to ourselves, keep it private, maybe have it just basically to ourselves. And so they created their own license, because there's, of course, all around the world, there's all kinds of different licensing agencies, trademark things that you can do. And so there ended up being two competing Arduino, if you will, brands that came out, and one is now known as Arduino CC, which is their website. That's the original Arduino folks, and then the one that spun off really is Arduino.org. And they're still kind of fighting to this day. In fact, just recently, Pi Moroni, which is I describe it kind of as the Adafruit of the UK, where you can get a lot of Raspberry Pi stuff, but they also carry Arduino products as well. They basically said, look, we're not going to carry Arduino anymore because we have so many different regulations from all of the the two different groups telling us what we can sell where and what we have to call it and where we license it. We can't deal with that anymore, so we're just not going to even carry Arduino. I think that was just last week that came out. So it's really starting to affect them. And I don't know if Guillermo or Jonathan, if you guys have any more insight onto this, anything I missed in that explanation of what was going on?
One bit of news that just came out on Friday is apparently Pi Moroni has contacted Massimo Bonzi directly, and they are talking with him about the issues. And according to the blog post, they are confident that changes will be made to fix the situation for resellers. So hopefully Pi Moroni will not be permanently dropping the Arduino line. It's just temporary while they try to get some things straightened out.